listening to the Video Game and Nerd Trivia Podcast with Tony D. Video Game and Nerd Trivia Podcast, your episodic dose of trivia covering all things video games and nerdy. Now, here's your host, Tony D.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Video Game and Nerd Trivia Podcast. I'm your host Tony, and on today's episode we're doing a full episode after a long hiatus, and it's going to be about the Lunar New Year or Chinese New Year. So it'll be broken down into 3 rounds. The first round is going to be about video games. The second round is general trivia about Chinese and Lunar New Year, and then the third round is going to be about movies and TV shows. Alright, let's begin. Round 1. Question 1. This action RPG by MiHoYo has a Lunar New Year Lantern Rites festival called Vibrant Harriers Slow-Fi and Spring Breeze. This game takes place in the fantasy world of Teyvat, home of the 7 nations. Which game is this? This is Genshin Impact. Question 2. This is an FPS game, team-based game from Riot, and features a free event pass called Scales of Fortune during the Lunar New Year. What game is this? This is Valorant. Question 3. This team-based FPS game from Blizzard, released in 2022, is celebrating the Lunar New Year this year, allowing players to earn the Year of the Dragon player icon for free. What game is this? This is Overwatch 2. Question 4. This online asymmetric multiplayer survival horror game by Behavior Interactive is a game where it's killers versus survivors and has a Lunar New Year outfits for characters on the online store. Which game is this? This is Dead by Daylight. Question 5. This is a popular MOBA game developed by Riot that are celebrating the New Year with the Lunar Revel Pass. What game is this? This is League of Legends. Question 6. This Blizzard MMO is celebrating its fantasy world's version of lunar festivals by this year centering on the Moonglade, where players dress in festival outfits and launch fireworks. What game is this? This is World of Warcraft. Question 7. Not technically a game, but this online game store is providing a major Lunar New Year sale hosted by their China division. A hint is that this game store also released a popular PC handheld device. What company is this? This is Steam. Question 8. This mobile Niantic game with Nintendo characters features special research and raid battles during the Lunar New Year season with its many monsters. Which game is this? This is Pokemon Go. Question 9. This EA life simulation game celebrates the Lunar New Year with new skins, plants, red envelopes, and home decorations. Which game is this? This is The Sims 4. And question 10. The Tongshi Renewal event is the way that this free-to-play MMO is celebrating its Lunar New Year this year. This is a mobile action RPG from the same developers as StarCraft and Warcraft. What game is this? This is Diablo Immortal. Alright, let's head into round 2, which is general trivia about Lunar New Year and Chinese New Year. Question 1. What do you hand out for good luck with money inside on Lunar New Year? These are red envelopes or lisi or hangbao. Question 2. In Chinese culture, last year was the year of the rabbit. However, in the Vietnamese culture, this is replaced with a feline type of creature. What animal is it? This would be the cat. Question 3. Sometimes the Lunar New Year is called by a different name, referring to the season that it welcomes. What season and name is this? It's the Spring Festival. Question 4. It's bad luck to clean for a certain duration of the Lunar New Year because it's said that you're sweeping away your fortunes. How many days is this traditionally observed? You don't sweep for 3 days. Question 5. What creatures are featured in the traditional Lunar New Year dances? Lions and dragons. Question 6. Which citrus fruit is often associated with Lunar New Year? This would be oranges. Question 7. What bright color is often associated with good luck during the Lunar New Year due to its association with the story of warding off the Nyan mythical beast? This would be red. Question 8. In China, Lunar New Year is often the longest Chinese holiday. How many days does it last? It usually lasts around 16 days, though only the first 7 days are public holidays. Question 9. What's the loud thing that's set off during the Lunar New Year, which is the basis in being used to scare off the mythical Nyan beast? That would be firecrackers. And question 10. How many animals are in the Chinese zodiac? There are 12, one for each year. Alright, this last round we're going to go into is TV and film, but it's going to be a little bit weird. Some of them are going to be Lunar New Year specific, some of them are not, but I'll explain the questions. Alright, question 1. This kid's TV show usually has a Lunar New Year themed episode and features puppets and a giant yellow anthropomorphic bird. What show is this? This is, of course, Sesame Street. Question 2. This sitcom is about the life of Eddie Huang as a child growing up in the US and featured a prominent Chinese New Year episode. What show is this? This is Fresh Off the Boat. Question 3. Not technically a Lunar New Year movie, but it features a wisecracking dragon, so it's on the list. This is a Disney animated movie that follows the titular character voiced by Kelly Marie Tran and also features a dragon voiced by Awkwafina. What movie is this? This is Raya and the Last Dragon. Question 4. This movie has nothing to do with the Lunar New Year, but it's a Netflix animated movie about a Chinese man named Din meeting a dragon named Long that has magical powers to grant wishes. Which movie is this? This is Wish Dragon. Question 5. This story revolves a soon-to-be married couple who arranged for their parents to meet for the first time over Chinese New Year reunion dinner. However, things are never as simple as they seem. When the client requests a live stream of the family's reunion dinner to promote his products, it sets the stage for many surprises and absolute mayhem. What movie is this? Yeah, don't think too hard, it's just called Reunion Dinner. Question 6. This story revolves around Po after he reunites with his father. He goes to a secret panda village to teach kung fu to his clan to defeat the supernatural villain Kai. What movie is this? This is Kung Fu Panda 3. Question 7. Not technically a Lunar New Year movie, it does feature a wisecracking dragon, so it's on the list. This is a Disney animated film rooted in China and has a character of Mushu as a sidekick, voiced by Eddie Murphy. What movie is this? This is Mulan. Question 8. In this Michelle Yeoh multiversal movie, she prepares for the upcoming Chinese New Year before being pulled into multiverse shenanigans. What movie is this? This is Everything Everywhere All at Once. Question 9. This Disney animated film, though not prominently featuring Lunar New Year in its plot, was an Asian-focused film about a 13-year-old girl torn between staying her mother's daughter and changes in her adolescence. She also turns into a red panda. It was released in 2022 during the Lunar New Year timeframe. What movie is this? This is Turning Red. And the final question. In 2024, an actress from this Marvel martial arts movie was announced to lead the San Francisco Chinese New Year Parade. What movie was she from? This is Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, and the actress was Awkwafina. Alright, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode, learned something about Lunar New Year if you haven't known them already, and hopefully you had fun with the TV round and also the video game round. But Happy New Year, best of luck to everybody, and wishing you a great, prosperous New Year with happiness and health. Alright, until next time, Trivia on!